you talked about cleat position, about moving more depth towards the rear and creating more Q factor laterally. I know everyone that heard that in here could very well go run to their rooms after the break tonight and shift back and over. Is that something these people should be doing right now?
No, it's something you need to not do before you return to your base. Really give some thought to this, and I don't recommend changing things arbitrarily like that. What we're doing here is a combination of adjustments which are very cohesive in that one change leads to another. So what we've done over the last literally 28 years is figure out a methodology that encompasses all of these things. And to simply adjust the cleat without adjusting the fore, aft, the tilt, and the height of the saddle is not the right approach. You want to do these things systematically, and that's why we put so much emphasis on proper fit. And quite honestly, I don't think any, and I gotta jump on my bandwagon here. I don't think anybody has this figured out as well as my group of fitters and therapists. We really worked hard on trying to figure out every aspect of human performance that we need to be concerned about in terms of making you a better cyclist. And when you were doing this, Graham, you were pointing the wrong direction. The cue is this way, not this way. It's to this side. So what we're trying to do is bring the foot out on the pedals, not in. And one of the things that I noticed on some of your bikes is that you have straight marks. I mean, I could go on and on about this. I know we're all hungry. We're going to stop. But when you have a scrape mark on your crank, that's a telltale sign that something is very, very wrong. Power is being lost. So you don't want to see scrape marks on your cranks. You're losing big power, if I see that. So look at your cranks so you can see that.
On the Shimano, do you end up shimming those to get the cue then? Is that how you do that with the Shimano?
Well, to get the cue, it's a challenge with the Shimano. Generally, they're already fairly wide, but in some cases we have to modify the cleat in order to make. And I've been known to use the Dremel for that purpose, to bring it out slightly. You know, I do have a good rapport with Shimano, but it's like pulling teeth to try to get major changes made. But we're always on. I'm one of their test pilots. I work with all the new stuff Shimano comes out with. Any other questions before we?
Which pedal do you recommend then?
Well, I'm not sure I'd be comfortable in recommending the SMP because it's a very way out there, very edgy product. But in terms of power production, it is way ahead of everything else. It's just it's something that requires some trainer time to get used to. But once you get used to it, it is an amazing product.
What about the
one you had yesterday, where you're
I'll have them on Saturday. But the reason I didn't use them today is quick ingress, egress. You want to be able to get your feet out in a hurry, and you want to be able to get back in a hurry. And that's not one of the more noteworthy characteristics of the SMP system.
What do you recommend for the everyday cyclist?
I like Speedplay Zeros. Probably Shimano would come in next, but you know, I've known Richard Brine ever since he's been making Speedplay pedals, and I'm not a fan of the X2. I don't think that we need 18 degrees of free flow. And if you really examine that under a microscope, you're going to see a lot of very, very subtle, but every one of those little lateral movements slows you down, robs power. So unless you have some problem that's causing you to require a float, and I haven't seen much evidence of that, you want to take all float out of the pedal system. If you're interested in performance, that's what you do. And if you're worried about the knees, then let's correct it properly. Let's look at knee stabilization. Let's treat it as a therapeutic issue and get to the real root of the problem. That's my approach.
I hear more cyclosports every
Absolutely.
More Hindus.